Yeah, good morning. Is anybody out there? All right. Let's read the first email to Trust for the month. Dear Trust and Shift Kicker, mainly to Trust. The other day, you had a show that you're late for. We feel robbed. How you gonna make up for it? Sincerely, the morning listeners. Well, you feel you've been robbed. You feel like you've been cheated. I can understand that. Here you go. Here's some payback. You ready?
Yeah. I wrote a song, I wrote a song, I wrote a song. I wrote a song, I wrote a song, I wrote a song. I wrote a song. I wrote a song. I wrote a song.
Oh, wait. I must remind you, mosh pits are in the middle, not towards the back where the emergency exits are.
Yeah. I wrote a song, I wrote a song, I wrote a song. I wrote a song, I wrote a song, I wrote a song. I wrote a song. I wrote a song. I wrote a song.
Well, good morning. Yep, it's Friday, 22nd day of March. And if you're just getting up, you're late for work. But that's not my problem. I just gave you some payback. Now that song's going to stick in your head all day long. Ah, yeah.
I won't stop, I'm here to get what I want. I'm not lost, I'm here to make it to the top. I'll take a shot, I'll overpower any boss. Cause I am not
Let's
someone
go.
that you would wanna cross.
I move quietly, like a shadow, there's a dark side to me. I work privately to go build and create my own.
4, 3, 2, 1. Good morning, YouTubers. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? It's that 22nd day of March. As I repeat myself, 22nd day of March. It is currently 46 degrees and foggy in west central Texas. And the fog's going to lift and the sun's going to come out and we're going to get up to 73 degrees. Oh, baby. And we're going to have some nice weather all weekend. Oh, yeah. I may even go outside. No, I got a dog sit all weekend, so I got to go check out all my grandbabies and take care of them. The oldies and the newies and the puppies and, stuff like that. Yep, no cats included this weekend. My daughter-in-law is having her bachelorette party this weekend, and then a couple weekends from now, my son's going to have his bachelor party, and then lo and behold, May will be here, and guess what? Dun 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 dun. Yep, and there ain't no shotgun wedding on that one. So yep, that's a good thing. Let's see who's out here before I continue. Good morning, Pat Evans. How you doing? Good to see you. B. Mitch. Good morning. Good to see you, and thank you for commenting on the shorts. Sandy Vargas. Good morning, and I apologize. It's pouring rain in Orlando, and may do that most of the weekend. But hey, I just report on what's coming or going on. I can't control it. And there's some people, especially Georgia, say I don't know what I'm talking about. So hey, I may just give up on the weather again, and let y'all suffer. And you'll be like, please trust, let us know. So, I don't know. Hey, John Camper, good morning, good to see you. And then, of course, we got our lurkers. And for our lurkers, I like to say thank you for sponsoring this channel because we are sponsored by the letters F, the letter U, and the number 2. Hey, Marla B, good morning. Good to see you. So let's see what's been going on while y'all been sleeping. Well, I took a nap. Does that count? Nah, I don't think so. So, do you know there's winter storm alerts for 17 states as a tense snow forecast? But I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I've been reporting on that before they even started thinking about it was going to rain. But what do I know? Yeah. Actor Emmett Wash dies at age 88. Some of you may know him. Some of you don't know the name, but once you see the face, you'll be like, I know that dude. Yeah, he passed away 88. Prayers for him and his family. Hopefully they get through it. Yeah, it's devastating when people lose people. So, did you know there's a 128-meter asteroid approaching Earth? Yeah, and I'm not even going to tell you where it's going to be coming in at. But yeah, should be worried. I don't do your own research. But I told you if you should be worried, then it'd be considered porn or fear porn or clickbait, and I don't want to do that to you. So yeah, 128-meter asteroid. May it go over Russia and hit Putin's backyard, fill up a swimming pool for him. Yeah, make a massive hole. Dun dun dun. Okay, I'm looking. Yeah, they're still talking about the eclipse. I'm done talking about the eclipse. I warned you on everything, the good, the bad, the ugly, evil. And it's up to you to do your job and do what you want to choose to do. And me, myself, I'll probably just take a nap. I'll watch the video later. Now, Metro.com is reporting Paris will have just 2 minutes to prepare for a nuke attack as Putin allies warn. Now, why you want to mess with Paris? Have they been messing with you? Come on now. Yeah, but he just wants to nuke everybody. He wants to show us his big old nukes. What if it's like those rockets NASA shows that they're launching and then they blow up? They launch like 5 to 8 feet and then they blow up right there because the fuel. Ooh, that would be devastating on his part. Pretty embarrassing too. I don't think he knows what he's playing with. You may want to talk to little fat Joe, North Korea. He knows plenty of those. He's had plenty of those incidents. Thought he was going to have a big old rocket and impress somebody, and they blow up on the pad. Yeah, man, a lot of stuff came out last night. Now it's all cleared off my freaking stream. I knew I should have written it down. A lot of interesting stuff too. Yeah, they are starting to talk more and more about buying silver. So they're saying, yeah, you should buy more silver bars and silver coins for your portfolios. Well, if you ain't holding it and you ain't having it in your physical safe, I wouldn't be buying it. I ain't no financial advisor, but if you're going to buy it, you might as well be holding it. What's a certificate going to do? The same thing Bitcoin's going to do. Absolutely nothing when the power goes out and you ain't got nothing in your hand to use to barter with. Think about it. One of the last things I'm going to barter is my water and my ammo. Because, you don't live without water for 3 days. And depending on how many people are bum rushing your house to get your stuff, you may need your ammo to protect your water. She can last those 3 days. You just never know. I guess a lot of people are having battery charging issues with their cars. And I'm not talking about EVs because, yeah. Y'all can own them all you want. I'm still going to be driving my gas guzzler, if that's what you want to call it. The way I say it until, yeah. If they want me to drive an EV, they better give me equivalency of the car that I have now. And yeah, it's a fair trade. I give you the gas guzzler, you give me the brand new one. No financing. I don't know nobody. And yeah, but they can't do it. That's why they're all starting to drop from doing the EV stuff because they're realizing, yeah, they screwed themselves thinking they're going to make big money. So I don't know. Now they're starting to talk about, can closed accounts be removed from your credit report? Yes, they can. How you do it? It's a pain in the ass. You got to fight them, but you can do it. Because if you have an account that you have not used in over 5 years and it's been closed because you closed it and you don't want to report, you can get it removed. Of course, you got to go through the 3 freaking financial, whatever you want to call it, reporting agencies and do their paperwork and do everything. So, yeah, good luck on that one. Yeah. Let's see. Here, that says I talked about this over, and I got another one here. Hunting rare coins worth thousands. 7 strategies and 7 websites to determine value quickly. Go to gobankingrates.com and they will tell you. And none of these freaking websites are sponsoring my video or my channel, should I say. But if there's a local, what do you call it? Local business that wants to sponsor my channel, hey, Monk's Coffee. Yeah, I'll gladly give me like a free coffee every morning and maybe a t-shirt once a week or a hoodie or a hat or something. Hey, I'll mention you all the time. They got good coffee. They have phenomenal. Did I say that they have phenomenal coffee? But mostly they have phenomenal cinnamon hazelnut coffee. Oh, you walk in that door, you smell it, you're rushing. Give me my cup. Now, after this stream, before the high noon stream, I'm going to jump in my vehicle. I'm going to go over there and I'm going to pick one up because I can call them and I can tell them, hey, this is so and so. Have my cup ready. I'll be there in a moment. And I'll get there, pull up, and get out because they don't have a drive through because they're straight downtown where we're at. And a young lady will have it ready for me. Yeah, that's the awesome part. Alrighty. But I'm not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. I'm sitting at 911, still waiting to hit that 1,000. And hey, if it takes all month, it takes all month. I really don't expect to hit 1,000 before the big celebration for Shift Kicker, and that's quite all right. Because I probably won't be able to talk it that day. I'll be the one having to blow up the balloons and put them on the strings, and I'm gonna be sucking in that helium. So I'm gonna be talking like this. I won't have no voice. Pollen is still high today, so yeah. And everybody's in chat going, "What the hell is he talking about?" I have no clue. Haven't taken my meds this morning yet. Hey, see, Happy Chappy? Nah, that's you. That's why we got the fog. You're flying over. I wonder if you're going over to Monk's Coffee to get some coffee. It's really good. Hey, good morning, Kara. Good to see you. And Kara says no electric cars. See, Happy Chap says my car battery died yesterday. Well, I got one of those battery chargers that you carry around with you. You just hook it up your battery and you can jump start it. And then, yeah, worth the money. I think I paid $39 for it. And now it's like 140 something. So I bought it at the right time and had it. All I got to do is plug it in and charge it, once a week, and stays pretty much charged. And yeah, it's got a air compressor thing on it too, but I need to buy the adapter for the car because it works on basketballs and footballs and all that. But it didn't come with the one for the vehicles, but that's okay. I got a handheld that's in the vehicle also, so that handheld one's awesome. See, Happy said, sounds delicious. Yeah, the coffee is freaking amazing. They've been here for years, and I finally had a chance to go there, and I'm like, oh my God, where you been all my life? And since then, there's no woman that can replace it. Monk's Coffee in the morning. Oh, I'm sorry. Ladies, until you can make coffee like they do. Ooh, how's Uncle Jed go? Ooh, doggy. Yeah, yeah. So sorry. Pollen is making my nose drain and it's going down my throat, messing with my tonsils and my vocal cords. Might get sunny, no rain and all that for a couple of days for the weekend, but yeah, it's gonna blow because this pollen ain't leaving. The rain moved, but stop pulling this pollen with it. Hey, did you hear Tennessee passed a law yesterday? I just heard it this morning, and it's amazing. Well, not this morning, about 1 o'clock in the morning, I heard it. They passed a bill saying that there's no chemtrailing in their state. They will not allow any. Kind of funny how me and Schiff kind of talked about it yesterday, the pollen, and they won't admit that it's the chemtrailing and what's in the chemtrails and all that. And yeah, then bam, now a state's freaking got the legislature to sign off, and yeah, no chemtrails. Dun dun dun. And guess what? Tennessee's been suffering by a lot of pollen too. I think they caught on. I think some of them listened to our show. Well, happy chappy. Boy, are you late in the game. Okay, that's okay because you were in the late night ones. So I'll explain it to you. I do the morning show for the morning people that don't get a chance to be there for high noon. And that gives Shift with things going on in her life right now, chance to rest, take care of her things and all that. And then she joins me at high noon at 11. And we do the high noon show. And trying to keep it 2 hours since she does her Women's Wednesday every other Wednesday. She just did it this past Wednesday, so she's off this coming week on Wednesday. And yeah, it keeps it in her time schedule. And there'll be a time she'll join me in the morning when she's got nothing else to do and her hubby's sleeping and all that in the mornings. But most time it's usually me, maybe sometimes a special guest that choose to come up. Let's see. Good morning, longboarding mom. Hello, it's Monday, huh? Yeah, yeah. It's that pollen and the stuff they're spraying everywhere. I'm hoping you're getting over it. Yeah, everybody loves Shift, and if you don't, then there's a problem with you. Look in the mirror and go, "I gotta love myself, so I gotta love Shift Kicker. I gotta love myself, so I gotta love Shift Kicker." Yeah. You don't want to hear what I say because I'll get my ass kicked. And I told her I wouldn't tell anybody. She already knows what I say when I look in the mirror. Yeah. Yeah, Care, yeah, reported yesterday, possibly we're going to have telephonic communication problems on April during the, the solar eclipse, however you want to put it. Yeah, longboarding mom lurks all the time. But that's okay, because she makes yummy stuff. And then if you really pay attention and your nose ain't clogged, and you take a sniff, you know she's around when you smell the good food cooking. Yeah, that's how I know she's around lurking. Yeah, I wouldn't be out in any of that rain. But I think it's like the third of Florida that's really getting it. The lower third. I don't know. It might have moved up. I haven't looked at the numbers and all that. So, but happy chappy. It's a lot. It's a little late for her to be making. Yeah, today's her Monday. That means she's going to work. No videos. She's got to get ready to go to work, or she might be at work waiting to start. Who knows? Waiting for those customers to get there. But if you go check out her videos, she's got a mess load of them. See what you missed. Matter of fact, I'll put her link up here in a second. Oh, that's the only thing about doing this stuff. When you got to do it solo, it's kind of hard to bring stuff up. But yeah, sometimes it's that way. Sometimes it's not. Today, my computer's cooperating for now. Knock on wood. You gotta knock on wood. Gotta knock, knock, knock. I don't even know who sings it. Just knows the lady's voice, so my voice ain't cutting it for this morning. Okay, let's see. Now I gotta move this up to go to live chat because top chat won't freaking post it correctly. Okay, there you go. Good morning, Be Charming. How you doing? Read what you wrote in a minute. Just posting the link. Alrighty. There you go. Longboarding Mom. Go check her out if you don't have it. And she got her past me this because she got a lot of stuff she cooks. It's also good. Yeah, she's always making me hungry too. But she usually posts hers about 1 o'clock my time, and I'm waking up, get some water or whatever, the old people thing. And I put the video on, like, damn. And I'm laying there listening to her talk because I don't dare look. And I could hear the sizzling, and I could start smelling what she's cooking. And then I'm all hungry. My stomach starts growling. Yeah, worst thing ever. But hey, that's my fault because I choose to try to stay ahead and listen to the videos and stuff instead of fall behind and try to rush and do it in the morning. And sometimes I comment, sometimes I don't. It just depends on what time of the morning I'm doing it. And always leave a thumbs up. And yeah. Yeah, it's a little too late for me when I'm getting along, Boarding Mom. You keep forgetting you're West Coast. You're way behind me. I'm getting it for like the pre-dawn breakfast morning thing. Hey, you go, Sniper Farmer. Good morning. How you doing? Don't you got something going on today, going start Sniper Farmer? It is Friday after all. Yep, longboarding mom. That's the second system, which has just entered the northwestern U.S. and have fun with that. I think I don't know. I think that one is going to be the snowmaker also, especially for Colorado, possibly for parts of California, rain and snow. But no, we'll see. Didn't look at the numbers this morning, like I said. Hey, Mike B. Yeah, internet's been wonky and it's going to get on and off thanks to all the weather stuff going on. Yep, Kara, that's the best part about being East Coast. I'm Central, so I'm stuck in the middle, but being ahead on East Coast, your Friday starts earlier than everybody else. Yep. Oh, your spring break starts this week? Well, hey, Albany, good morning. Okay, back to longboarding mom. Your spring break starting this week, so hey, in the news. Like I've said it before, I say it again. The State Department doesn't report stuff until after an incident occurred. And then they start updating where to go, travel advisories, warnings, and all that. Well, last week, yeah, I think it was last week. It might have been the beginning of this week because it is Friday now. I think it was the beginning of this week on Monday. It was reported some college kids decided to go down to Cancun, Mexico. Yeah, Cancun. Yeah. Party hardy. Spring break. Woo! Yep. Well, the father of the one of the kids checked out the place. They were told, he checked everything out, looked legit, looked safe. And since the kids were just going to stay on the resort, everything should have been fine. Dun, dun, dun. They don't listen to trust in God first in the morning or at high noon, or they would have known better. All right. So 3 of these kids traveled all the way to Cancun. They flew there. And yeah, they're on the resort. They walked down the resort to the beach part of the resort. And yeah, these 3 20-year-old college ladies, of course, they're in their swimsuits ready to, party hardy in the water. feed the sharks their toes, stuff like that. Whatever they do in Cancun. I don't go down there. Seen the video, not impressed. Yeah, they were walking down to the water's edge, and they get stopped by 4 gentlemen, 2 in military attire, camouflage. Of course, they're wearing bandanas or face masks. The 2 others in Mexican police uniforms, all carrying automatic rifles. And they gave the ladies 3 choices. They can immediately go back to their hotel, get their stuff, get on a plane and go home, get out of their country. Yeah, you see where this is going. The second choice was, they could stay and suffer the consequences. But they're nice enough. They give them a third choice. Or all 3 ladies could pay them $300 and they'll leave them be and go about their business. Well, the guys were nice enough, they let one of the young ladies run back to the room. She comes back because she had to go get the money for all 3 of them. And they paid their $900. Yeah, they immediately called their dad. The dad said, get on a freaking plane, come home now. Yeah. This is on a resort that's supposed to have security, be well established, and this is one of those high-end resorts. It wasn't one of those college kid, you're living in a bungalow between the jungle and 6 miles from safety or anything else. And, And while they're getting the stuff, they reported it to the hotel management, who in turn reported it to the U.S. Embassy there. Embassy contacted the FBI. The FBI met them, got their statements and everything else. And, they made it home safely with a story. And upon investigation, they're not the only victims. There's multiple victims from that resort that has happened to. Yeah. So just because you think you deserve a vacation, just because you think it's freaking safe, no. If you're an American, you're a target. These young ladies got freaking very lucky. They didn't get robbed, beaten, other things done to them, and buried. Or they got lucky they didn't get thrown in, kidnapped or put into the sex trade somewhere like, some rich Arab countries, like a lot of the young ladies and men that get kidnapped go to. Yeah, think about it. So, just stay, it's bad because even on the beaches on the Gulf Coast, they can get kidnapped. Boat just pulls a lot, grabs them, takes them over to the border, and they're gone. They disappear. By the time cops or anybody else investigate, they're gone. So, always got to keep your head on the swivel. Unless you really got to go overseas, I wouldn't. I'm still advising against that with my kids, but they want to go. I was like, well, and even the State Department made a statement on this last one, but they reported. They even said, do your own research, ensure it's safe. You got a funny feeling, don't go. In the long run, and they even say in the long run, you are an American. If you choose to go to a place that they say there's warnings not to go, or there's stuff that on and you decide to go, you're on your own. Nobody's going to go save you. The State Department's telling you that. So now the State Department's doing exactly the same thing the cops do. You get in a car accident, you're filling out your own report, you're doing your own insurance claim, and good luck getting paid whenever. Yeah. So there's plenty of places to visit in the U.S. All right. That's enough on that part. Yep, Ghost Side Farmer was the Mexican IRS between the cartels and the police, and like I say, the Mexican president works for the cartels cartels run the country. Especially with the president's latest statement that he's not going to accept any of his Mexican citizens if Texas deports them back to Mexico. Well, for one, that's breaking in international law, and the UN would get involved, and you know how they're going to freaking jack that up. But yeah, he doesn't want his own Mexican citizens back if they get deported from Mexico. I say we bring out the catapults, just starts launching them over the river. Catch! Yeah. See how he likes it then? If you don't want them alive, you can bury them then. They're alive when we shipped them to you. Don't know what happened in shipping. Ask UPS. Happy Chappy says, haven't flown since 9901. 2 days later. Yep. Yep. I did a lot of flying after that. But since I retired, I don't even want to fly. I think if I fly, it's because I'm hijacking a helicopter and I'm flying it myself. Or because, yeah, the earth is shaking and it's all going to crack. And I'm doing that 2012 movie thing and I'm flying a plane off the airport. And I'm trying to get to China so I can get on one of those submarines. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Otherwise, I ain't flying for shit. Sorry, I'm reading chat real quick. I think I really need to start drinking some more coffee instead of reading chat. But chat's so interesting to talk about. So how you doing, Lady D? Hopefully it's a little warmer than the 40s for you this morning. But yeah, no guarantee on that part. That's all I got to say. But hey, I didn't check the numbers this morning. I was jamming out. Hopefully nobody got hurt in the mosh pit this morning while I was doing my cover song. You know. Oh, so what else is going on? Weather, it's going to be 73 today, 72 tomorrow, 71 to 74 on Sunday. Yeah, nice weather. It's going to be drying up, and yeah. And the reason I bring that up is like the meteorologists think that, yeah, El Nino's going to be here full force by June. Well, they're saying May, but I don't think it's going to be May myself. But what do I know? I didn't go one of those liberal weather schools. And let's put it this way. They said it's going to be hot, it's going to be dry, and it's going to affect all the freaking gardens and stuff. Well, I don't know. And then you look at the other side, the Rick Katoris or whatever, and they're saying, "Oh, we're going to have a record number of hurricanes this year." So which one is it? Is it going to be droughts or hurricanes? Because every time we have a hurricane, that stuff goes through quite a few states, even if it dies down to a weather system, and it floods a lot of stuff. So that means we get a lot of rain. Yeah, so you either have drought, we have a lot of hurricanes. Now, I tend to lean more towards the hurricane side, but yeah, they don't know what they're talking about because they're still talking about it's climate change, global warming, it's the humans' fault, all these hurricanes. No, it's the cycle of the earth, cycle of the moon, cycle of the sun. When are you going to freaking get it straight? Swear these people. If we make it past April 8th, if the underwater northwest volcanoes don't blow up, if the eastern earthquake ridge, I can't remember the name of it. I always forget the one on the east coast, along the Mississippi. If that doesn't rupture during the solar eclipse. Because imagine the point where the solar eclipse goes over that and it starts rocking and rolling and cracking open and it's pitch dark. And maybe for 3 minutes, but that'll be the darkest 3 minutes of your life. The temperature's going to drop. It's going to be pitch black. And the earth is freaking cracking. Yeah. Now you're in the middle of all that right there. You're not going to tell me you don't shit your pants. Because it's dark, it's getting cold, and the earth is rocking. You know something's going on. Yeah. So, yeah. Let me see. I know everybody started reporting weather, so I got to look at it. Lady D froze on my walk. Numb fingers. It's 31 and sunny. Has to be like 28 before the high 40s. Ooh, you're going to make 43. Awesome. Longboarding miles 46 and high 55, and it's raining like a summer bitch. Oh, yeah, the truckers you got to watch, And the bad thing is they got to go through the weather and they got to deal with all the idiots that don't know how to drive on the highways with truckers. Because you got to give them the distance. You can't tailgate their ass. You ain't really saving any gas tailgating a trucker. I'm telling you right now. It's better to have cruise control set it at a setting, stay awake and alert, and just drive. Keep your distance. See, Happy Chappy says 37 in Southern Ohio right now. It was 19 yesterday morning. Hey, so it's looking up. Albany, it's 12 here. Yeah. Don't worry, summer's coming. Yeah, the East Coast is it's gonna be bad in the summertime if these hurricanes come to fruition. Ooh, I'm using a big word today. Fruition. Must be all the fruitations I've been eating at lunchtime. Thanks, Lady D. Got me on this fruit kick for lunch. Oh, Mike, you're still going to get more snow? I'm sorry. Blame Meg. That's all I got to say. I'm still telling everybody blame Millionaire Meg. She should be live today, so get everybody get hashtags on to say thanks, Meg. It's going to drive her nuts. What the fuck is everybody thanking me for? Excuse my French, but I think it's funny because she doesn't know what's going on yet. It's way too early for her, and when she is here, she's not really listening because she's working. She can't really listen when she's talking to work. And if you know Meg, like we know Meg, boy, does she like that talk. Yep. Yeah, Pat Evans. I haven't watched Dutch in a while, but the last time I did, I come in agreement with him on a lot of stuff. And yeah, there's a reason why those underground volcanoes on the west coast are going to blow because that pressure is building up. That pressure's got to release, and if the earthquakes don't do it, then the volcanoes got to do it. And if the lava is and the pressure is pretty low down there, then those volcanoes are in the right position to release all that stuff. The bad thing is those volcanoes will cause tsunamis that, that's going to bury and drown the millionaires, billionaires, bunkers in Hawaii. So, yeah. Good luck to y'all. Glad you wanted to build in Hawaii. So Bunny says, I got 3 more years before my daughter goes to college. Then I may move back south. Best part of living in the Arctic is less people. Yep, that's the best part. But the polar bears, that's the only thing. Those polar bears really are bothering me. So that's why I'm back down south myself. Hey, Silver Prize. Oh, wait, let me do this right. Good morning, Silver Prize. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Love your radio, brother. What do you want me to spell? Yeah. Finger, middle finger, Middlefinger. There you go. There you go. Just for you, Paz. You should feel special. I don't spell just for anybody. That's the rest of these young'uns. Can you hear the banjos in the background? Near, 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 near. Trust is gonna start to spell. He learned it on Sesame Street. Oh, wait, that was counting, not spelling. Okay. Must drive in Texas, but travels to the southern, Montana. Works for stuff. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's got good locations where, the weather doesn't get you. Then, some people are, don't know how to drive. We get a lot of them from California going through here, and they don't understand these construction, cones and stuff, and the signs that say "scoot over" because that lane is closed. Yeah. Hey, Dagmar King. Good morning. Good to see you. And I saw that Lady D throwing all that fruit out. Think you're being cute. Karma's gonna get you. Yeah, you're gonna run out the door and forget your fruit. It's gonna happen. It's happened before. It will happen again. Ooh, I hear the garbage man. Good thing I did my garbage the other day. Yep, if I remember correctly, several pauses is at 7 p.m. this evening, if I remember correctly. And I think the Three Amigos are doing their Friday, what's it called for Fridays? They're doing theirs before Silver Pause. So everybody can rush over to Silver Pause. Even if the Three Amigos ain't over, they'll be done. So, well, I'll have to look again, but I thought Silver Pause was today. Yeah. Awesome, Pat Evans. Unfortunately, I don't like Dallas. I don't travel to Dallas. I stay away from Dallas and Fort Worth and all the Metroplex over there. No, Trust Amigos is on today. Ghost Type Farmer, you want to check. Around their last night, they said they're going to be on like at 3 o'clock, but I think they're talking about 3 o'clock their time, so that would make it, I don't know, 5 o'clock. They always do that Friday thing. Yeah. Yeah, the social hour. There you go. That's what I was reading. They're doing the social hour. But they said the Tres Amigos are doing the social hour. They got something special going on today, so you know what we're talking about. I'm not trying to spoil any of it. Hey, go watch the stream last night. I'm just reporting what they said. There's problems with it. Then they lied. We'll hashtag them. Thanks, Cash Money. So I'm waiting for Silver Paws to do another. I'm in my truck and I'm driving and I'm gonna do something, and y'all gonna freaking like it. The video. I love those videos. Makes my day. I see somebody else getting out and about like I've been doing, and of course I don't do videos because I don't want to get in an accident. No, that's not the real reason I don't do it. I got a very boring community here where, the most excitement is when, somebody wrecks and blocks traffic because everybody's got to stop and ask the person while they're hanging out of the vehicle upside down, "Do you need any help, buddy? Do I need to call 911?" Yeah. And they're usually talking about the freaking first person that stops gets out to help the individual in the accident, too. Asking them if they need help, you know. So they say, just keep moving. The thing's on fire. You see two guys trying to pull somebody out of the vehicle. Why do you want to stop? It's going to blow up. Keep going. Sappy chappy, exactly. That's our pause. Today is Friday. It's not Thursday. You're a day behind, buddy. I'm waiting to see if West Texas Stacker's going to do a video. He normally goes out to they'll um, the silver store there in his area and checks out the stuff. He's been pretty much stacking, and it's going to start getting pretty crazy at some of those places, thanks to the mainstream media starting to push to start investing in silver bars and coins, as I reported earlier. And once they start, people start panicking, and they're going to start panicking for the silver. So, yeah, but good thing y'all guys have good connections where you don't have to go to do that half the time. I go visit them, mostly the pawn shops, and I laugh because the pawn shops are like 3 weeks behind, and they're still charging an outrageous rate for some coins that don't even match the market or anything else. So I just go look to see and check out guitars. Yeah. But I got to go to my self defense store again today. I picked up my little buddy that's part of the family now. And I'm going to be picking up another one. I think I'm going to go over there. I'm going to pick up a red dot scope for the newest member of the family. And while I'm there, I'm going to pick up another sidearm or something. Yeah, you could never do. And hopefully today they'll let me know when my ammo will come in because I bought all the ammo that I could. They ran out and they had to do a special order, and I ordered a case. So, and they said they'll try to find out exactly when it's going to come in, so I could be expecting it and not schedule anything. So when they open up, I can be there and just pick it up that day. Yeah, but see, I haven't seen any junk silver lately here. We got a couple LCSs here, but I mean, the most reliable one we have here is at a transmission shop. He's already rich and he's already, doing transmissions and all that. But his front office, his daughters and wife work at, they got a little side office that they do silver and stuff on. And yeah. And he's pretty reliable, but he can't even get any junk silver right now. Oh my God. Speaking of the Weather Channel, everybody please, special guest, Jim Katori.
Oh my God, Becky, did you see her butt? Good
I
morning.
know. it's kind of funny you come up with that thing where they're, the Valley Girls.
Oh my God, Becky.
Yeah. He likes big chicken butts on the side. He likes them with thick thighs. He'll take them with
Yeah,
gravy. He'll
baby.
take them with biscuits.
Do it now. Do it now.
Now, because that's kind of funny, because of the Valley Girl thing, because I was going through YouTube and I finally went through the movies and they had Return of the Living Dead 2. And I hadn't seen that since I was like, middle school.
That's old. Yeah.
So I watched it again and I thought, and I had to laugh my ass off because I had the same two, the older guy and the younger guy that were in the first one, that were in the crematorium, whatever. And the girlfriend, the same girlfriend also. Those are the only three characters for the first movie in this one. And when they turn, the boyfriend's looking at her going, brains. And the funny part was her name was Becky in the movie. I was really expecting my boyfriend to go, oh, wait, you don't got brains. Okay, and walk away from her and go somewhere else. But no.
I kind of pick on 10 sometimes because, and oh God, me and Jay, one ashy or something. And I give Shift a hard time because she's got that deep Michigander, Illinois type, my
Better watch it.
I know I'll get in trouble.
She'll time me out while you're up here on panel. She has the capability to do it.
Apparently so.
Yeah.
No, I tell you, she was in.
Praying.
She was me and Pooty Poop was talking on Telegram last night because he's a nighttime person like me.
Mm-hmm.
And then Shift came in and she was like, "I'm so glad y'all are here," and to chit chat for a minute. And I said, "we're just on here talking shit." And yeah, she was up late last night, having a hard time getting some sleep. So she come in, chatted with us, and I think we might have put her to sleep.
Ghost Type Farmer saying easy on that Michigan accent.
In my Nova, I'm driving in my Nova. Yeah, I used to work with a buddy of mine. He was from New York, and I give him hell. He'd give me hell. And he really pissed me off one day. If he asked me if I was from Alabama, I said, "Man, now you fixing to get hurt."
Man, that's like 2 steps up for you if you're saying you're from Alabama.
Bullshit. That's why the trees lean in right there at the state line. They lean in towards Alabama. You know why? Because it's
I don't mind. I don't mind keeping it in the family. My stepmom, and I say stepmom. Not my real mom, but my stepmom is a 20-year-old, and she's banging. Just remember, we're wrap it before you tap it. No, I'm just joking.
I catch hell all the time with the Damn, the movie. Oh, it was done up in North Jordan, Rabun County. Boy, that's a real pretty mouth you got there. Anytime I make Alabama jokes, I'm always reminded of that movie.
Yeah.
And I can't remember her name. Burt Reynolds was in it. Deliverance. There we go.
Yeah. Well, the one that was squealing like the pig, he passed away like a month or two ago. So.
Yeah, he says that, and all you hear is somebody screaming like hell.
I can't do it.
Yeah, that kind of did some damage because I was kind of young when I saw that movie. Some mental damage. Between that and Full Metal Jacket, I was like, hell no, I ain't going in the Marines. Wait, wow.
If you get drafted, you get drafted straight to the Army.
They ain't going to draft. They put out a thing the other day. They're going after, it don't matter the age. They said it the other day. They're going after retirees. I'll find the article and send it to you. They're going to go after them before they go after the women. Then they might come after old broke-ass, beat-up some bitch like me.
I said, you got qualifications. You drive a truck. They need drivers. They don't have time to train them.
They ain't driving nothing. They're flying it all with their drones.
but when you're in the battle zone, they're driving it in.
No, they're using drones,
look at the last 3 conflicts we're in. They had so many semis there.
That's
they
old.
Use Blackwater. Blackwater's not there anymore. They call themselves something else. And they can't even use Blackwater in government contracts anymore.
What's the other one? Halliburton. Buddy of mine worked for Halliburton in Iraq.
Hey, if shit kicker says you're going, you're going. Suck it up. That's all I got to say.
I'm going to say it's just like you said it's going to snow in Georgia. Where's my snow? We're going to get some rain. But ain't got no
right
snow.
Now you're getting rain. You'll be getting snow.
They ain't going to snow.
The closer you get, you'll find out.
The closer I get, the further I fall.
Yeah, you'll be putting on your dress and working the truck stops again. Try to hide from the recruiters. Come for you.
Want to do something because this damn trucking industry's oogly. Pick up a side gimmick. Got a thing last night saying, well, something about an unexpected job cut in Georgia. And then I dug into it, and it was FedEx going to lay off 336 people or something.
Yep. So, just wait. FedEx is doing what everybody else is doing. They're firing all the Americans. Next thing you know, you're going to have packages from FedEx. They're all going to be in Spanish.
Just people that don't want to work.
It's coming. Just wait. It's coming.
Oh, this morning, check this out. I pulled in, and I can usually tell when I deliver this place, it's going to be kind of a rough morning for most other people. My doors are always open where I deliver my chicken to, the meat doors. And this cat comes out, and he's getting him a smoke break,
Mm-hmm.
And I said, yeah, union smoke break. And I'm chit-chatting with this guy. And he's younger. probably in his late 20s, and he said they don't nobody want to work. He said I was raised hard to work. And he said I did my time in the pen, and he says I've always worked, and nobody wants to work. He said this place is paying more than BMW, and he says paying more than anybody else is.
Yeah.
And he said they don't want to show up to work, then they complain about having to work. But he got talking about, and it's weird. His great grandfather. Did you ever see the movie American Gangster?
Yep.
We got talking about stuff, the drug business and everything else, and he was a drug dealer. He got popped. But he said, what the hell is wrong with these people? He said, I never once thought about something that would honestly kill you in a heartbeat. He said, when you bought drugs, you bought drugs. And he said, yeah, they're not good neither. He said, but fentanyl, he said, that's the worst shit ever created. He says, worse than heroin.
Yeah.
And he got to talking about all this, and his great-grandfather owned a restaurant in Harlem, one of the first black-owned restaurants in Harlem. Very interesting convo. And, of course, back in them days, it was kind of one of them American gangster-type situations going on.
Yeah.
And then he tells me that when Trump was in, you remember he worked with the especially the male African American males to get them out of jail. You know, a lot of them were in jail for a joint, stupid, 20 years.
Yeah.
Well, he's telling me, he said, you know what the whole deal with that was? I said, I have no idea. I said, but there's probably something behind it. He said, sure was. He said most of them were in there that were informants, and they got to dealing with the fentanyl, and they got clinked up, and then they got released again. And they put them through training, you know, to get education and all that. And he says, what do you think most of them came out of there? What skill? And I said, what? He said, truck drivers.
Yep.
And I knew where he was going with this.
Yeah.
It was, you know, it was an uplifting to hear somebody that had been involved and straighten his life out, but hear exactly what he thought was going on out here with the fentanyl. And, you know, he's basically saying, you know, the government has a hand in it too, which I think is true.
Yeah. Oh, you ain't meaning no harm, Lady D. I completely agree with you. If we're going to be in this country, you better know at least the minimum amount of language. And I'm not saying you need to know high school English. You at least need to know middle school language to hold the basic criteria to hold a job. And that's not asking too much. But if they're going to act like
they
can't
know in English, I can't read her comment.
Yeah. So so you're not going to offend nobody, especially not on my stream. I'm the first one if I could say English should be our language. Fuck the politicians. We do a vote on it. I guarantee you we would have English already as our national thing, and everybody else won't come in unless they can prove they can speak it.
Press 1 for English, 2 for Spanish.
Nope, there wouldn't be no Spanish in there. Nope.
Oh, I know. I mean,
I'm getting tired of YouTube putting all the Spanish freaking commercial in. I understand it and all, but I don't like Spanish commercials. They degrade, you know, the heritage of Spanish people.
It's all a part of the plan. Trust the plan.
But speaking about the gangbangers and letting them out of jail and stuff, these kids that don't want to work because they want to make an easy buck, they want to be influencers and they want to sell drugs because it's easier than working a 9 to 5. They don't understand. The cartel has gotten all their people in here. They're selling harder drugs, and they're too late to organize.
There's a battle going with that.
The street gangs, it's history. You could join, but they're gonna freaking whack you eventually, so you're out of their freaking system. And you ain't gonna be selling no drugs on the street. You ain't gonna be no influencer because you influence against the cartel. They'll come at you. So the jobs that they want, they got to realize they better get educated and do something other because they had their chance and they let the cartel in. The street gangs done effed up and
Speaking of that, I always say, you know, I wouldn't even go to Cancun or these nice places. This father and a couple of, I guess, college girls, they went to Cancun and they got held up.
Yeah.
They got held up by 2 people that were dressed in police uniform, and
Yep.
one that wasn't. They all had, weapons
Yeah.
and demanded $900 or they would go to jail.
Yep.
So they had to give them $900.
Yep.
Even Cancun's not safe anymore.
Yep. Well, obviously you weren't on here when I was talking about the college kids that went down there on the resort.
Oh,
I got
yeah,
Jack
that's
by
it.
telling.
That's it. I
Yep,
guess.
that's the one I was reporting on this morning.
No, I wasn't. I got me a little nap this morning.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
late.
stuffing your chickens, trying to smuggle
Stuffing
your
my
stuff
chickens.
in. Yeah, check it. Check the whole chickens, people. If there's a package in there, you may not want to touch it. You don't know what it's stuffed with.
It's one good thing about where I go. I don't open the doors and I don't seal them. They open them and they seal them. I don't
Yep.
know, and I know nothing. It's supposed
And
to be
that's the
chicken.
safest. That's the safest part for the trucker when they
Mhm.
put those seals on there because you don't know shit. Yep.
Nope.
Yep. They don't know if it's bioengineered hamburger meat from Burger King or if it's actual
All I
steers.
know is what's
that
on
are
that
still moving.
paperwork. If
Huh?
it says that's chicken on that bill of lading, that's all
Yep.
I know.
Yep. And congratulations,
nothing.
Stipend Farmer. Tell your LCS owner's wife for having a baby. Sorry they're not open till the 2nd. That really kind of blows, but yeah, I understand the responsibility of being a brand new father. Yeah. So yeah, you got to be
Congratulations.
there for the baby and the wife since they just had a baby. So yeah. But I don't know. If I had an LCS, I probably wouldn't even open on March 8th. Or I mean April 8th. Especially if you're on the freaking zone of where it's gonna be blacked out. There's 3 minutes to 3
LCS.
minutes. Yeah.
What is LCS?
It's a local coin shop.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, because 3 minutes, a group of 5 can go in there and freaking wipe out a store in 3 minutes at gunpoint. So think about it. And they usually don't go in there with 5; they usually go in there with more. So
Yeah, I'll definitely be practicing my Second Amendment if I own something like that.
yeah, true. Ghost side farming stores have lights, but you got to have power. There's always a place to shut the power off from. That's why they go in there with like 20 people. There's a couple watching the back door in case somebody tries to run out. And usually, where's the freaking power switch? Yep, on the outside in the back. Pop that fucker. They go in there and pop it back on, grab their stuff, pop back off. Yep. Those emergency lights don't work for shit.
Crazy world we live in.
Really? They had to take pictures of the PlayStations before closing the doors? Shit, I loaded plenty of semis on that forklift. Never again.
Come on, man.
No. I blame the military for it too, because they used to do the big loaders for the concrete barriers and shit you put everywhere. And that wasn't even my primary job. That's because nobody else on the base was certified on the shit. I'm like, what the hell?
That's why you shouldn't have never let them know.
Oh, it's in the database for the military.
That database is wrong. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all got this all wrong.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to crank this thing.
That's Gailey called me. He's like, yep, he's from Georgia, right? Yep, he's certified. He's a driver. Pluck his ass, send his ass to freaking Africa and have him freaking start doing some shipments for the Army.
I look at him and say, the sad part, send me to the test. Let me go take the test over again. Because when my son went and took it, he was asking me stupid ass questions. I'm like, where are you hearing this from? It's on the CDL test. I don't think, if I didn't study, I know I couldn't pass it nowadays. It's been since 1996 since I took mine.
Yeah, and you'll sit down and take it, and it'll be all in Spanish, and you'll just mark it up. And you'll get 100.
Yeah. That's like all the guys I work with. I got Mexicans, Colombian, One of them's a mixture. He's a Heinz 57, and they all speak Spanish, but they all speak very good English.
You know.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to hustle and get this trailer back to chicken plant so they can preload it tonight, tomorrow night, and
Hey, Oversberry.
get home before this rain comes in.
Yep.
Let me make sure it's clear. Rain, warm water.
Right now.
No freezing precip. Nah, it ain't coming.
Right now.
When do you say when is your date for snow? Give me a date.
Towards the end of the month. That's all I'm saying.
Towards the end of the month.
It's more than 10 days. It's virtually impossible to predict exactly where, when, and all that until.
So 10 days would bring us in. Today's what, 22nd, 23rd?
Yeah.
That'd bring us in April.
Yeah.
The last time we had snow that late was 1993.
Well, you know what? A lot of new things are happening this year with the freaking weather, so.
Oh, I'm not going to deny that. That's Jim, obvious.
And just watch Jim Couture on the Weather Channel, like Lady D reported. They're pushing climate change like a banshee. So, yeah, you'll find out.
I don't really. I mean, it's the apps on my phone, but like I said, I get it from a couple, 2 or 3 people. I like Reed Timmer.
Yeah.
I like him because he's a nut job. He likes to go right in the middle of tornadoes. I don't think he actually does a whole lot of forecasting, but I like that Weatherman Plus and Mitch West. And they watch the models and look at the highs and low pressure. But there's definitely some obvious change. Al Gore was right.
Yeah, you're just like the troops I had when I was in Iraq. I'd be deployed, and we'd be out there, and we'd stop to have cigarette breaks and potty breaks and all that out in the middle of nowhere. And I'd come back, light a cigarette by the little fire we started, and I'd be like, guys, it's going to snow tonight. And they all look at me like, you're fucking nuts. This is the desert. By morning, we had a 1.5 foot of snow.
Well, that was
I could be out there, I could feel it and sense it and know it. And a bunch of non-believers, think about it. I didn't even have to step out of my house to predict Georgia. So.
I'm even gonna go out on a limb, and I'll give you till April 10th. There ain't gonna be no snow in Georgia. Too bad, so sad.
You're gonna be
sorry.
You better go listen to that singing that sings Georgia.
Sorry about your damn luck. That's all I'm gonna say. Is you gonna strike out on that one, guaranteed. How many people's in chat? Y'all heard it. I can't even look. They're all my witnesses.
Fine. That's fine. I am like at 98% accuracy compared to anybody on YouTube or the meteorologist. And all my predictions.
2% is going to get you.
So Georgia will end up being part of my 2%. It doesn't matter. It's just Georgia. No big deal. It's Georgia.
Alabama, Georgia, Florida, South Carolina. I don't even want to go out on a limb and say North Carolina.
Remember, Georgia's going to be the place where the Planet of the Apes is going to start in reality.
That's down there in Bainbridge, dude. That's Florida.
No. They got that monkey work. They got the monkey works in Georgia. Remember that. They're going to escape, and they're going to be talking, and they're going to take over, and then it's going to spread.
You've been watching too many damn movies.
No.
Either that or you're on them shrooms. You're hallucinating. No. That's what it is. They started giving you those shrooms for the damn, PTSD? Yep, you're taking shrooms now. And not the ones that grow out there for garden shrooms. I'm talking about those ones that make you see shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to watch Ryan Hall, and I laughed when he predicted. This year, Ryan Hall predicted the first place it was going to snow was, I can't even remember, somewhere in Mississippi, I think. Might have been Louisiana, but I think it was Mississippi.
Ryan Hall, that's no.
Boy, did he miss that mark. He missed that mark like a banshee, and I even freaking told him. I emailed him saying, no, you're wrong. You better move a little bit northern from there. And he didn't. Hey, Donald, good morning.
He puts on a show. I'll give Ryan Hall that. He's very charismatic.
Mm-hmm.
on his YouTube channel.
Now, see, I would do the same thing, but I don't want to get dressed up. I don't want to have to shave every morning and do my, you know,
Spend the money
my
for all the
sideburns.
computers.
Yeah, I'd rather sit here behind a screen, smoke my cigarettes, drink my coffee. Yeah,
Kicked back.
I don't have to do the fancy videos and all that other stuff.
And speak of your sponsors, let's see, what is his sponsor? And it's a good product. Don't get me wrong. That oh damn stuff you
The one
mix
I
in with the
loved of
water.
his was those. The one I loved of his was those personal bunkers. They bolted
Oh,
to concrete.
he was sponsored. He was sponsored by them.
Yeah, and I'm
Look what
like,
I mean.
boy,
That's it.
you trust these things? They bolt them in with these bolts, pretty sturdy. But you get an F5, you're gonna become Dorothy in the movie Twister. You're gonna be flying through the air. I don't care.
I
Those
mean, if
bolts
it's
that
in
they
the
put in that
ground,
thing are not. No, well, it's like a
it's above
2 inch
ground.
thick concrete mat that they had, and then they put this thing for like 6 people, and they bolted down with these freaking bolts that are only 12 inches. Yeah,
No, it needs to be in the ground.
yeah. I know. But I'm saying an F5 will freaking toss that puppy.
I seen the damage an F5 would do. The one that came through. Shit, was it Norman? And it
Hmm.
crossed I-40 right there, and it was a mile wide, and there was no dirt. I mean, there was no grass. The dirt was just dirt, and the destruction that thing did when I was working the
God
oil
bless,
field.
Mike B. Sorry.
That was something else. I don't like tornadoes. We've seen a couple out there. We had to go to the shelter a few times.
The one that really worries me more than anything else, and this is going to sound silly, but it's downbursts.
Yeah, because they're unpredictable. They're very, very. They're
Yeah, you
worrisome.
don't know which ones are going to do the downburst or which one's doing the upburst, and they're usually next to each other. I've been through a couple on an Air Force base, and yeah, they wreck a lot of freaking havoc. And I'd rather have a tornado go by. At least you know which way it's going in the direction and where it might change. But that wind, when you got, I don't know how many pounds of freaking pressure just coming down and dense concrete, like an
Fast.
earthquake,
Yeah.
yeah, breaks freaking 3 inch chains from freaking aircraft and turns them around or flips them over. Yeah.
So if you paid attention to the weather for a long time, you've seen this new thing called a Derico. I never heard of that. Bomb cyclones, Dericos, all those. I
Yeah,
never heard of that till the last few years.
well, that's because the mainstream media, including all the freaking meteorologists, they're changing all the freaking names of them.
Names are coming
Yeah,
up
now
with
they're
new
saying
names.
we have hurricanes, we got typhoons, and they mention like two others. And it's like
I
there's
thought they were
only
always called
there's only two
typhoons.
types. You got typhoons for cold water. You got hurricanes for warm. They're added other names just to make it sound more fantastic to get people to listen to them.
I thought typhoon. See, we call them hurricanes here, but the typhoons are over like
In the cold
India.
water by Asia, yeah,
Yeah, Asia area, India, and that area was
yeah,
always
because
called a
that water's
typhoon.
colder there than it is over here.
With that,
That was
well,
the difference.
with the cold water, how are they staying active? Because that cold water kills them. They need hot
Because the
water.
heat, yeah, it's cold water, but then the heat's coming from the air, and it's mixing, just like thunderstorms that bring
I don't pay
tornadoes.
much attention to weather over there. I mean, I just know the typhoon is
Yeah,
over there and hurricanes
I
here.
mean they're not even using the Fujita scale as much anymore, which has been the upmost freaking one. Now they're using some other freaking names because somebody else decided, hey, if we do this, they can name it after me. And it's like no, and they're still looking at is there really an F6 and F7?
I don't know about F5's bad enough. Damn, I wouldn't want to see a
Yeah, and
F6.
when you get to an F5, it doesn't matter because you're not going to get to something at 900 miles an hour. So why are you trying to add more to it?
I know the one that hit Louisiana. Damn, what was the
Yeah,
name
the
of that one?
Fujita scale, CJ. Yep. Good morning. Good to see you too. Yeah.
The big one that hit Louisiana several years back. What was the name of that
Yeah.
hurricane?
I don't know. There's so many of them.
No, the bad one. It was just did all the devastation.
Yeah, the worst hurricane, and I really hate to say it, was the one that hit Galveston. It had more deaths than any other freaking hurricane that we've had. So, I mean, and they keep saying, "Oh no, the one in Florida."
What year was that?
No, that was those are all monetary ones. You count the body count. It was well over 10,000 people died in the Galveston one. Those
But
at the beginning of
how long
the
ago was
century.
that?
That was like 19 something before
Okay, so
1920.
yeah. So they didn't
When the,
have no knowledge to warn people. I
oh
mean,
no,
God,
but they did. But the thing was, the federal government didn't want to give more money to them to fund to do what they're doing now. It took that hurricane in Galveston to finally go, oh, let's pull our heads out of our ass and start giving them more money. If they would have
funding
listened to the
Noah.
guy running it at the time, they probably would have saved a lot of lives in Galveston. Let's just put it that way.
That would be Noah, correct?
No.
And who were they funding to do the hurricane stuff? It
They
ain't
called
Noah.
it something or another. The weather meteorologist, something or another. It was something like real five words. It was really freaking weird. But yeah, you gotta look up the history on that Galveston one. It's all over the place in the books. It's all true facts, and you're like, holy shit. Yeah.
I knew it was a
A
long
lot of,
time ago. I mean, I've heard about it.
yeah, wiped out that whole town, and they learned real quick. And the state of Texas, guess what? We're going to build us a seawall because the federal government ain't going to freaking help and give us early warning because their belief was, you don't need it. We don't get no hurricanes going in through the Gulf Coast. Well, guess what? They do. Yeah, dumbass came right through the whole Gulf Coast, right into Texas.
That storm that's out there in the Gulf right now hitting Florida, it looks pretty damn nasty.
Well, that's just how the buildup from the cold front and the warm front. Well, the warm waters of the Gulf and all that.
I'm afraid hurricane season. We hadn't had one in a couple, 2, 3 years. And if it's La Nina, I think we're going to have a pretty nasty hurricane season. I
Yeah,
might
they
be
already
wrong.
said it's going to be the worst one. A lot more hurricanes and all that. But
Our water's already warm down there.
yeah. Well, you got to look at it too. They're talking about the Atlantic jet streams may
Gulf
shut
Stream.
down because it's so warm.
My Gulf Stream.
Yep. Well, no, yeah, the stream that goes up the East Coast
The
all the way to
the air or the water.
no
water.
the
Yeah.
freshwater stream.
Yep. Yeah, that's the Gulf Stream.
Yeah. But it's so warm they're afraid it's going to shut down, and then it's going to be like the movie 2012. That's how they put it. It was like, no, the stream will shift. I feel sorry for the UK and England because if that stream does stop, they are going to have a very hard winter again when they're not supposed to be having winter.
They talked about the two jet streams, northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere, converging.
You know,
Not
because
seen
if that
signs of
jet
that
stream
yet.
shuts down, people don't realize that jet stream brings air with it, and it keeps the Arctic stream up north. If that stream closes, I mean that pressure to keep everything cold up in the Arctic's not going to stay up there. It's going to shoot out towards, England and the UK and all that. That's going to
What's the
open up a
best
can
place
of
to go
worms for
fishing?
them. Yeah,
That's
they're
your
going to
best
realize
fishing right there.
they need more than chimneys. They're going to need heaters, and if that happens, then they're going to need air conditioners in the summer. And yeah, because they sure the hell ain't going to have natural gas. We won't be able to send them natural gas fast enough.
Yeah, I remember as a kid, I lived in Cocoa Beach, and I'd go out with my uncle. That was, I think it was still like 25 miles out to the stream, the Atlantic Gulf Stream right there, or water stream, and that was some of your best fishing, cleanest fish too.
Yeah.
Damn sure ain't eating nothing over there off the west coast. Radiated fish.
Ever seen snow that looked like styrofoam balls? We call it hail down here.
Call it hail.
We had a mess load of hail yesterday. My front yard was covered.
Yeah, that was nasty storm. You got nasty storms last night, didn't you?
Yep. During
I
the day
saw that.
yesterday too. I
Ain't
mean,
gonna
it was
say
the
no
pretty
names,
size hail, but when you got 1.5 inches of it in your front yard and it looks like it snowed,
Yep.
I was laughing. I jumped in my vehicle, went over to my freaking son's house to check out his cars.
You got a place to park them under, don't you, for the hail, right?
I don't. He does.
In that
I still
area,
gotta
it would
clear
pay
the.
to have a shelter.
Huh?
In that area, it would pay to have a shelter to put your vehicle under, so it doesn't
I
get beat
got a
off of
Hummer.
shit.
It's tough.
Shit. You get baseball size hail, ain't nothing gonna survive that.
Oh no, I got freaking things I could put on the to protect the important parts of the vehicle if we're gonna get baseball size hail. It's the
Windshield's
simplest.
easily replaced, but when you get body damage from hail, you can't hardly fix that.
Oh wow, you know what? It doesn't matter on a Hummer. I'm telling you right now.
Ah,
I'm not
ain't no
one of
fan
those
of
like,
Hummers.
oh, I want to impress people. See what I drive. So if I got a dent, I got a dent. On a Hummer, if you got a dent, it's like, you're four-wheeling to hit a tree or something, huh? Yeah. Can't do that in a freaking Lexus.
I'll take my Toyota, unfortunately. I hate it. My granddaddy worked for General Motors
Yeah.
long time ago, and I'll take my Toyota Tundra. They suck on gas, but they don't
Yeah.
ever. They
No, I know
last.
what you're talking about, CJ. I was just saying we call it hail. Sorry.
Who is this?
Yeah, we got some idiot trying to push the freaking what was that railway they have in Japan? And they tried doing it in California and they ran out of
Oh,
money and decided to
the
do
high
the high
speed.
speed rail. That idiot is still trying to push to get one freaking put here in Texas. He
They
started
were
up
going to do
again. I'm
that in
like,
Atlanta.
really? And they just want to run it through the freaking. They want to run it from San Antonio to Dallas to Houston. Basically, do a triangle. It's like we don't need that shit. That's what we got freaking the small airports for with the small airplanes. You put that
Yeah, and
freaking
the
high
highways through
speed
there
thing
are
in.
set up for that.
Yeah.
Where they
And
did all that, they've got the stuff in the middle. It's set up to put a railway through there.
if they
They
want to do
tried
a
it.
high speed railway, they need to do it from the East Coast to the West Coast so they can transport all the freaking military equipment and all the other crap they're freaking, you know. They don't need a freaking, they're complaining about the train system as it is now. I still think they need to close the freaking railways going to Mexico. They're coming from Mexico, should I say.
They ain't going to do that. That's the way they get in here. Can't have that.
Yeah.
I'll leave that open so we can let the refugees ride on in free.
Yeah. Yeah, and I agree with Will Stop Department. We are going to have increased earthquakes. But it's because they don't understand the lava flow underneath the ground. They're going to blame that on
I
climate
think they
change
do.
too. Huh?
I think they do. I think they do, and they just don't want to tell us.
No.
I don't think they're that stupid. They just don't want us, just like out there in
No,
Washington and all that.
Watching these people and what I got taught in school at a private school versus what, a public school, because I went to public school afterwards. And, and I was dumbfounded by what they taught in public school from a private school. I'm like, what the fuck? This ain't even science. This ain't even history, shit like that. And, the scientists we have and the education they got, yeah, they're that dumb. That's why I'm anti-scientist. They ain't as smart as they think they are. And I battled with my sister, who's been a doctor for forever and a day, and her previous husband she had, rest his soul, since he was murdered. But yeah, I argued a lot with them, but they ain't as good as they think they are. And coming to fruition during this pandemic. Now she regrets getting the Jabberwocky and making her son get it, and seeing all her relatives pass because she suggested for him to get it done.
You're not the type of person to argue with somebody. What the hell?
No, I'll sit down and discuss it with them. They're the ones that raise the voice, start screaming at me.
Yeah,
Me?
that deal right there caused a lot of issues inside families.
Yeah. And mine is like, hey, you can't change stupid. You can't reason with it either. And I used to
I
freaking piss my
don't
sister
understand
off
the
more than
thinking.
anything else. Huh?
I don't understand the thinking, logical thinking that they come out with this real fast.
Yep.
And
they
I'm like,
protect it
no.
even before they tested it.
Yes, it was patented way before it ever come out.
Yeah.
And that's what led me. I just used common sense, and I said, this sounds awful sketchy to me.
Yeah. But now my sister has opened up and realized that, why I tell
Sad, a
you
lot of
can't
people have,
argue
yeah.
with stupid. She used to take it as an insult. Now she realizes, hey, I need to look in the mirror and call myself stupid every morning and really research what I'm freaking telling people to do. Yeah, you do.
I had battle royal with my sister over. She's like, vaccines have always been great. They wouldn't do nothing like this. I said, you go ahead. You get all that shit you want.
Yeah.
I'm good. People always ask me, why didn't I get it? I said, I just look at it like this. I said, this truck, I've been in these trucks for a very long time. I said, they ain't killed me. I wasn't worried about the jabroni getting me.
Yeah.
That might have been naive, which I do know they got stuff that could be released that could eliminate us all real fast. But I didn't believe that was the one.
Yeah. Well, here's a story that came out yesterday or last night. We're going to have more deaths than the Black Plague coming up this year and in 2025 because all the illnesses, diseases, sicknesses. Now, if you look at everything that we got in this country going on, measles and all that other stuff, there's vaccines for them. So why are we're going to have high rates of death, not only in the U.S., I'm talking about worldwide.
Disease X.
And so we're going to lose more people than the Black Death in the next year and a half. Like, really? So the pharmaceuticals aren't going to save us?
Yeah. That's why I preach, put good stuff in your body as much as you can to keep your immune system as strong as it can be. Do you want an immune system that's made out of plastic, or do you want one that's made out of titanium?
Yeah. So, yeah. And I just keep preaching, better wrap it before you tap it. Like, guys, look how long we've had all these freaking STDs and shit rolling around, and they still can't find a cure for everything. And if you're one of those that believes commercials, they found a way to cure AIDS. No, they didn't cure AIDS or HIV, however you want to call it. They just found a way to mask it so they could test, and it doesn't show that you have it. And there's no proof that you can't pass it on because you're taking that drug. Yeah.
Dr. Fauci says you're wrong.
Man, it doesn't matter. Fauci, I don't listen to Fauci just like I don't listen to Bill Nye, the non-science guy. He came out with something else about space. And I'm like, you don't even know shit on that. You're tag teaming with Fauci. Yeah. Why don't you make
What
a
was the
homemade
lady's
volcano?
name? What was she was always up with Trump. I ain't heard nothing out of her. I can't remember her. Started with a B, I think.
I don't know, Betty. I don't know.
No, it wasn't Betty. I can't remember her name. I want to say Burkhardt. That's not it.
Oh, come on, Ghost Dodge Farmer. You know AIDS was developed in Georgia. Those guys were playing around with them monkeys that got pretty close.
It was actually started out in California. Come on, man. Come on, man. Probably started Texas. Y'all messing
No,
them cows all the time,
no.
doing weird, strange things to the cows, and
Hey, I
goats and
gotta say,
sheep.
you live near the location of Deliverance, so yeah, hog boy.
I honestly, I took my son and we fished on that same exact river, and I always kept looking behind me in the woods. I was kind of paranoid. Kept a pistol with me too.
Yeah, your dad
Good
and
fishing.
your son was like, "Dad, what are you doing?"
He didn't know
I think
nothing. He
my
didn't
head
know
on the
nothing about
swivel.
that.
I was practicing all week how to do my hog call.
As he got older, I told him about it. I said, "Did you ever see the movie Deliverance?" He said, "Yes." You remember when me and you used to when I shut down my trucking company? Oh God, he was little. For it's several. It basically was to get off the drugs, and I sold everything I had and had a bunch of money. I said, "We're gonna go enjoy and we're gonna fish and enjoy life." We went up there quite often, and I told him as he got older, I said, "See that movie Deliverance? That river we fished on? That's where it was filmed.
Yeah,
Good trout fishing, but I was always paranoid."
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
He was fishing for that brown trout. You notice you said trout.
Wasn't no trouser trouts.
No, I didn't say nothing about trousers. I said brown trout.
I was
We know
looking
you
for
wear
the illustrious.
those underwear with the flap that pulls down on the back. Yep.
I'm not going in depth about wearing underwear. I'll leave that subject alone. You catch my meaning and all. All right, drivers, y'all act like you got some damn sense and stay in your lane.
Yeah. See, for one, you messed up by thinking that they had sense.
There's a
Nowadays, you got
lot
to
out
drive
here.
like none of them have sense, and you're out for it for yourself.
Yeah, you have to drive on the defense.
Hmm.
I've been out here long enough. I see it before it ever happens. I know the companies that hire mostly people that aren't really qualified to be behind the wheel of a commercial vehicle. So when I see those, I try to get away from them.
Yeah. Mm. So you heading home now? You can go pick up right now.
No, I'm going to go drop my trailer off at the chicken plant and then head home. It's kind of a
Ah,
circle. I get off the interstate as right as I get inside Georgia, circle around up top of the mountains up there, drop it off, come back down the mountain and go home.
okay.
And then I won't have to work tonight. I'll go back to work Saturday night.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I hate it that I don't. I mean, if I want a weekend off, I took one a couple weekends ago, but I had a bunch of work I'd do. But
mm-hmm.
I like driving on weekends because there's less of them out here.
Yeah.
Throws my percentage down of having an accident.
No. Hold on. I'm trying to get that. Come on, go up. Russia and China veto U.S. resolution calling for immediate ceasefire in Gaza. That's
China,
the breaking news. Huh?
would think they wouldn't have. I'm breaking up, crossing the state line right now. Hang on,
Yeah.
signal kind of
No,
sucks
it says
right here.
Russia and China both vetoed the U.S. resolution. Oh.
Figured they would be
They,
behind. They would support it.
no, because
They
they
don't
want
want
us to support.
Iran to get hit.
You know, they're trying to get Iran involved. That's all it is. Because if Iran stays out of it, China, Russia, and North Korea is
And
going to be
they're in it
depleting all the
anyway.
ammo. Then, all three of the big ones are going to freaking deplete their stuff. Then Iran's going to have everything. They don't want them to stay strong. They want them to deplete their ammo and stuff too. That's cheap
Who?
through their game
China,
plan.
Russia, Iran?
Yeah.
No, they're getting weapons from them. Russia's gotten drones from them and missiles and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, but they're not getting the rifles or the ammo from them. They're just getting missiles and drones.
If I'm not mistaken, that's part of that Gog Magog, isn't it? Russia, China, and Iran going in together
Yep.
against Israel. So there you go.
Yep. So they're trying to force Iran into it. And Iran's just trying to be the backdoor buddy, helping everybody. Hey, vote for Pedro. Good morning.
I don't know, but it's a messed up thing.
I still think
Every-
North Korea is going to pissed off because they're just a small little country. He's going to try to do his thing, and then they're going to get their ass whooped.
I think it would go, if they were smart, it would go in a 3 different front. China would go after Taiwan. Then you pissing the Japanese off, and then it just explodes from there. Well, I figured would happen, but who knows?
Yeah. You know, like I've been saying, the one thing that's been really holding China back is India.
Yep, and they're starting to fight with India right now on that border.
Oh, they've been fighting for years. It just hasn't been in the news. Because China took some of India's territory way back when and won't give it back along that mountainside. And that's what India's fighting about. We want our freaking little area back, and China won't give it back.
The Chinese, in my opinion, and I'm not a military strategist or was never in the military, but the Chinese people or their military has more people than ours, of course, because their population. But I know their craftsmanship, it's gotten better because they're good cloners. But I still think like their steels and stuff, it's not that good.
Yep. Oh, yeah, Pat Evans. We do have ground troops in Taiwan.
Yes, they're one. I read something last night. 1 mile from Chinese territory. They got. They put.
Because if China wants to
military
do
guys.
anything, if China attacks Taiwan, now they're attacking the U.S. And that locks our hands basically where we have to retaliate. Unfortunately, the bad part is they got to sacrifice the U.S. soldiers on the ground in order to do it. But all right, Shift Kicker, we love you, darling. We'll see you at high noon. And yeah,
Oh, Mom was watching.
yeah, she's been watching. She's just in a place she can't really come up or anything right now because she's on her phone.
Mega Millions 900 and is that a 7 or 1? 911 or 977?
Yeah, it's going to be $1 billion by tonight. So go get your ticket.
977.
Yeah, even if you don't believe in gambling, go buy a ticket. Spend $1 or $2, and if you
Powerball
win,
750.
yeah, and if you win, and you
donate it to me.
feel guilty about it, yeah, just I'll go personally pick it up from you, and I'll buy you lunch.
Listen, I'll personally go pick it. No, just hit my Cash App. It's quicker. Just hit my Cash App. I'm good.
Yeah, but it's going to take a couple of days, and then they don't want to. They don't. Yeah, it'll take a couple of days, and they can't be one of those unknown people. They're going to have pictures and all that.
Y'all don't listen. Y'all don't listen to him. Y'all don't listen to him. Hit my Cash App.
And you know the IRS is going to be right there when they freaking know you're going to collect. So yeah. So I'll take all the negative of it. You just hand it over to me. I buy you lunch. I'll go take the pictures and stuff, and I'll slide you a little bit under the table. IRS doesn't need to know about it. And if they're listening, you don't need to know about it because I could just be joking, IRS.
I could just
darn well I'm going to give it all to the Ukrainians like Big Daddy Joe wants us to. I'm going to cast that puppy, fill up a trailer, and have freaking Jim Katori Chicken Nugget Man here transport a Ukrainian for me. Make sure they get their money.
That shit burns my ass, man. That's a ass. Ew, it just burns my ass sending all that money over. Ain't got no accountability for it. Don't know where it went.
Yeah, because it's a Pelosi's and everybody else's pockets that are leaving Congress. Yes. They're putting in their safes right now, and then when they leave, they got all this money. They're not going to be in office no more. Hey, they can't touch us. Want to bet? You want to go after Mr. T? That's why I say put him back and then let him freaking run.
Well, you heard the rumor about T-Man, right?
Yep.
What'd you hear?
No, they're going after his property. A person that got kicked out from the court system in Georgia. They're
Oh,
going after T's property
Bonnie's
to
not
try
kicked out.
to, huh?
Bonnie's not kicked out. The other guy is. She's still on. They
Well,
ain't
I'm
kicked her
getting
out yet.
reports that she's not on there no more. The judge
No,
freaking threw her ass out.
no, the judge run him off.
No, I
Judge
know
run,
they ran him off, but they reported yesterday they took her off the case now.
I ain't seen that. I know Kemp's passing some kind of law about these
He's
judges and stuff.
Yeah, because she's trying to go after his assets, so he can't make bail money for that other case by Monday.
Well, that ain't the new conspiracy theory. The new conspiracy theory is Elon Musk is going to pay all his $400-something million worth
Well,
of
they said
the bonds.
they said some communication companies trying to buy into Trump's Truth Network, and that will give him the balance he needs to get bank loans in order to pay off the debt. And I really think it's Elon Musk going in cahoots with him with the Truth.
Now, what would you what now? Just automatically knowing our political system, if you see somebody, whether it's me, Jim Cantore, donating Trump that money, do you think there is a chance of a kickback from that?
They may not get a kickback, but they may get a favor done down the line.
Government contracts. We all know Elon's got a lot of government contracts.
Yeah,
in some form or fashion.
He's doing all the spy satellites and stuff right now for the government.
Some form or fashion, there's always a kickback.
Yeah. Yeah, but hey, all I gotta say, there's a lot of high tech being freaking brought to Texas, and they're gonna be doing a lot of factories here.
It'll be Chinese.
A lot of secret squirrel stuff gonna be done in the desert out there in West Texas, further west than where our listeners are from.
It didn't Abbott go over to China to make some deals, because all your business will be Chinese owned over there now.
With some of the companies, yeah. But he didn't only go to China; he went to a lot of places.
I mean, I honestly don't have a problem. We should do business, and that was one of Trump's things. But it should be fair business amongst whomever, wherever. Not not unbalanced trade deals where they're making bank and we're getting screwed.
Yeah, well, they did report though China's factory industry is failing because they're having to pay them higher wages now because now they're experts, so they're demanding more money, and they're not getting the orders that they were getting before. So karma comes back like a bitch. The Chinese forgot that part. The Confucius used to tell them, "Always treat others like you should treat yourself. The fortune cookie will get you in the butt."
I watched a video of a shipyard. They all go to work every day, and wasn't near a person commuting in a vehicle. They either rode bicycles or walked to their job every day.
Yeah.
Something we're too damn lazy to do, which they're probably forced to do that. They don't, being under communist rule.
Yeah. But hey, well, we are over the hour and a half marker. We're coming up on 10 o'clock, and I usually like
shut this damn thing down. You need to take you a nap for your lunch show.
Oh no, I'm gonna make me a brunch. Hold on. U.S. ally issues ominous warning to North Korea. Okay, where'd you go? That just popped up, so I want to see what they're telling North Korea. Because North Korea fired a couple rockets towards the U.S. to test them out, right?
When did they do that?
Recently,
I know they launched
like a day or so ago.
I know they did over Japan, but I didn't know about us.
It was like 2 days ago. He launched some rockets. Yeah, no, he launched it directly towards the U.S. to see the capability of it reaching. Of course, it didn't cross the border of the U.S., but I'm trying to see who it was. Oh, South Korea. Oh, they always freaking do. But North Korea's got to realize, too, South Korea will kick their ass. And if we get involved in it, too, they're really going to get their ass whooped. North Korea is not how they used to be. And he's got to realize that. It's not his dad's military anymore. He's got starving soldiers being forced to serve.
That's what I say about China, because you're forced to go into the military and you really have no backbone to fight for your country. And we're losing that here.
We don't have no backbone. All the youngins they're gonna realize it the hard way.
Unfortunately, I believe you are correct on that one.
And the only way to teach the new ones is to get some of you old parts that never served in there and show them. If this old part could freaking do it driving a truck, you could freaking do it too, peeling potatoes. And that's the thing a lot of women don't realize. You can get drafted. Doesn't matter what physical fit. We need people to clean toilets, mop the floors. And the advantage of a woman getting, I should say a woman, because the, the ladies we have on here are of age. They know how to do things, like cook. Okay? I'm talking about the ones that don't want to work. They're complaining that they have to go work at Target and they're only getting paid $12 an hour instead of $15. Shit like that. And they go in the military. They'll learn how to iron, because none of these new kids even know what an iron looks like. When they got to iron their underwear in perfect squares and make their beds every morning, oh, it's going to be a rude awakening of what life's really about. They'd be like, yeah, that can of stuff, that's not deodorant, that's starch. You put that on stuff that you iron with. Now, some of these young ladies will get a trade. They may even learn how to boil water without burning it.
Damn.
Yeah, well, most of these ladies are on TikTok trying to influence, and the water's boiling on the stove, and all the water evaporates, and then you got a freaking smoke, and the pan's burning. They don't know. Hey, put a timer on the freaking stove. After 10 minutes at a certain rate, the water's boiling. Then you can make some mac and cheese. Ooh, wait a minute. Yeah. Those are the young ladies I'm ragging about. I can't even talk about the guys because, out of the two, both should know how to cook. That's all I'm saying. I knew how to start. Started learning how to cook from my great grandmother when I was 5. So by the time I was 6, I knew how to do tamales all by myself. Let's just put it that way. But first, a cup of coffee. Always before you make tamales, you got to have a cup of coffee. So, but I want to appreciate you being up here, Chicken Nugget. I don't know if I
just send you a bill for it. It don't matter.
Nah, send it a shift.
No, I'm still here. I just got bad. Yep.
See,
it's back and
here's
forth
another
shifts.
advantage. I just
They gotta pay me the shout outs.
Yeah. Here's another advantage of you getting drafted. We will have chicken nugget MREs.
That's already been done. I ain't worried about that.
Drafted. He'd be delivering the MREs everywhere.
There ain't gonna be no snow in Georgia, and I ain't getting drafted.
Yeah.
Sorry about
we'll see. We'll see, because I'll start going through my books of Nostradamus. I'm gonna laugh at the Chicken Joe.
I'm just gonna look at him and say, "You didn't want to take me in 1989. You didn't want to take me in 1989. I volunteered. I ain't going now. Have a nice day."
Yeah, but you're on record of trying to volunteer. This time they're like, "Oh, we made a mistake. We're taking you now. We got papers to volunteer."
Made a mistake.
Yeah, they made a mistake by not taking you. Now they're going to correct you.
Sorry about your mistake. You shouldn't have made that mistake. Have a nice day. That's what I tell them.
Yeah, and then the IRS comes, takes everything, and like, damn, I got to go to the military. I need
health care. Take it.
When they take your chicken nuggets, you'll be crying. They took my nuggies.
Now, look, I got chicken nuggets stashed in places they'll never find. I promise.
Yeah.
Don't you worry about that. I ain't called the chicken nugget smuggler for no damn reason.
No. Thank you for coming up. Maybe we'll see you on
Y'all
Monday.
Have a good weekend. Have a good afternoon. Yada, yada, yada. I'm out of here. Cut this damn thing off. Play your music, whatever you do.
Yep. And I'd just like to say for Ship Kicker, she is busy. Please continue praying for her and everybody else that's in the hospitals or needing prayers for recovery. Ship Kicker will say, stay blessed, not stress. Hoping to see her at high noon if it's possible for her. If not, then we'll carry on and we'll see her somewhere on the streams today. Now remember, tell your loved ones you love one, even if you're mad at them, because you know what's going to happen. Next 5 minutes, 24 hours, hell, it may snow in Georgia, or they might start drafting out of Georgia today. We just never know.
That's a good one.
Well, I
That's
need to
a
make
good
somebody
one.
laugh. No.